Hello and welcome to the finnCap podcast. My name's Jonathan Bright. Mark Kingston recently joined Cavendish Corporate Finance, part of the finnCap group, as director. Now, Mark is a highly experienced M&A specialist in the human capital sector, having led international mid-market M&A teams in areas such as recruitment, talent assessment, training, leadership development, e-learning, employee benefits, and SaaS-based HR software. Now, Mark recently authored a Cavendish report called the M&A Update in the Recruitment Sector. So we wanted to take this opportunity to delve a little deeper on its findings. Mark, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Jonathan. Good to be here.
Okay, perhaps let's start with a bit of a top-line summary. What has really stood out for you following this research about the state of the recruitment M&A market this year?
Yeah, so our work analyses M&A activity in the sector during 2020, which, let's face it, has been a year like no other. What has been a surprising finding for us is just how resilient the recruitment M&A market has proved as we've emerged from the first lockdown. Deal volumes during the first half of the year were down approximately 70% year on year, took a massive hit. However, from June, July onwards, the market has rebounded strongly and M&A activity levels are now on a par with where they were in 2019.
Now, there's a resilience there with both the strategic PLC buyers and selected private equity. Now, where has this resilience come from? Why is that?
The resilience in M&A activity is really driven by strategic trade buyers looking to reposition themselves for a post-COVID world. So where we have seen robust demand for M&A has been in sectors which are either resilient to or benefiting from COVID, such as the obvious ones, healthcare, life sciences, but also mission critical sectors such as IT, which have to carry on regardless. And of course, one of the most active areas has indeed been logistics, warehousing and food retail.
And delving a little bit deeper on those points, like COVID has obviously accelerated a lot of key structural trends across the spectrum of sectors. So how specifically has it impacted on recruitment?
Within the recruitment market, it has had a massive impact. It's led many of the larger recruiters to accelerate their digital transformation and tech enablement strategies, both from a service delivery perspective, but also leveraging technology to better engage with their own workforces, their own sales consultants, and to maintain culture. So that's been a significant impact. The other area that I think we've seen a tangible impact has been on the influence over recruiters' long-term M&A strategies. And we've seen a diversification from them into related services beyond recruitment. So for example, moving into outplacement services, moving into training and development, or indeed in certain markets, project delivery services.
So we're seeing a lot of foundations being laid, and you foresee sustained M&A deal activity in the sector as we move forward. So what's driving that future activity?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there are two drivers of that activity. Strategic trade buyers, as we've discussed, are looking to reposition themselves for a post-COVID world. But private equity are sitting on record levels of dry powder, and they continue to chase high quality growing assets. And those two demand side factors linked with businesses that are still performing resiliently in the face of COVID and the disruption we're experiencing means we're confident that volumes will continue into next year.
And finally, what are your thoughts on deal pricing and valuations in the sector as we move into 2021?
For those recruitment firms operating in the sought after sectors that we've discussed, healthcare, life sciences, IT, logistics, pricing will remain robust. Now, for those who are operating in more permanent weighted sectors, for example, professional services, some areas of banking, we see pricing will remain challenging for a while, certainly until a broader economic recovery takes hold.
Mark Kingston, thank you very much for your time today, and you can download Mark's report, M&A Update in the Recruitment Sector, via the Cavendish website.